we use. You don't just start advocating just because you've seen that something is wrong. You stand up and you start saying your claims and all of that. There are ways that we engage the relevant people with. And I believe the guys from ZN who were here, when they were talking about advocacy, they might have mentioned in passing one or other two ways that we use when we are trying to come up with these advocacy strategies. So one of them is lobbying, which Honorable Town Clerk Ngwena had already stated. The other one is petitioning, position papers or policy briefs, campaigns, and community mobilization. So I'll just run through, I think, two aspects because of our time. When we're looking at petitioning, as junior councillors, per se, I'll use an example of junior councillors, which I think all of you can relate. We might find out that there is an issue which is rampant. Per se, you have 9 wards in your council. You see that when you look at the issue of quality education, it's there from Ward 1 to Ward 9. When you look at the issue of abuse, it's there from Ward 1 to Ward 10, just depending on the wards. But now, when we're looking at petitioning now, it's a standpoint whereby you now sit back and think that as a council, what can we do? If it's a situation of quality education, can we bring quality education? Not necessarily. But what you can do is petition. By petitioning, you are writing to the relevant authorities so that they do something about a problem which you might have recognized as a board or as a council. All right? So, let's say we want to petition for quality education. We are one council right now. I'm your mayor. Yes, yeah. Right now I'm your mayor. I come up front, guys. We have been talking about quality education and stuff. But right now, I think the best thing that we can do, we want to write to the ministry. We want to tell them what's on the ground. We want to give an evidence-based report, whereby we give them the cases of how the pass rates are dropping in our area, comparing to other areas or other countries which have better education or quality education. After you do that, after you write up your problem analysis, you come up now with possible recommendations now. To say now as a council, we see this problem, but maybe there isn't much that we can do on our part, but we believe that you as a ministry can do a lot in making sure that there is provision for quality education. So after that, I have you, my council, we sign. We have Honorable Ngwena, we have Honorable Andile, we have Honorable Vusa, signing. That's one more method of petitioning, and we send our petition to the relevant office or ministry. After that, it's not an issue of only sending a petition, because we have heard a lot of people who have sent petitions before. Can I have, by show of raising hands, how many people have been involved in petitioning for anything? So we have about 3, 4 people, 5, right, you see. So you see that if I am to ask you guys what you petitioned for, did it come to pass? Still in the process. The other one? Still in the process? Still in the process. Why is this? This all happens because after we petition, there are methods and procedures which we are supposed to follow to make sure that we have actually given a strong and effective petition. So there are things that we can do within our power, like we do follow-ups meetings. Like, let's say you sent it via email, right? You sent via email, you sent via a letter. When you petition to any office, or maybe you are in a prefect's body, it's always important to make sure that you take reference of the person you have petitioned to. Let's say you have not been given even access, you wanted to see the minister, you are not given access to see the minister. But whoever has received your petition paper, you must get reference, you must get details, contact details. So that you'll be in a position of saying, after a week you can say, we sent a petition to you, we came, I am Honorable Chakat. We want to do a follow-up. How far are we with our petition? You see that the more you bother people who you want to have accountable for their actions, offices whom you want to see accountable for their actions, they are more prone to respond. Giving an example of when I was in council, we petitioned for a lot of things, trust me. It was not only you petitioned the other council. We petitioned for a lot. But I'll tell you, we had about 6 petitions, but only 1 was responded. The one which was responded, it was responded because we had to give our council a position whereby they had no choice than to respond. There was a speaker who came before who was saying, you guys should have access to go to meetings, those full councils and all of that. Those are some of the meetings, let's say you've petitioned at local government level, whereby you go and you do follow-ups. We made a petition on our budget, we made a petition on this. How far are you guys with our things? You will see that anyone with an important office will not want to be in a position whereby a junior councillor who is to some extent looking up to that person to deliver puts them on a position whereby they have to defend themselves. It's a very, very difficult position to put office bearers. So that's one of the other means that we can use to make sure that our petitions actually become successful. So we do follow-up meetings. We utilize the opportunities that we have to see these people. And again, as leaders, we should break some boundaries. There is a specific council I'm forgetting, which once wrote an article about how things are in terms of when we are looking at sexual education in their area. And you saw that the government did not have to respond at all. The local authority, their senior council, they responded before the government even responded. So you see that it's all about the means and strategies that you use when you're sending those things. Now, when you're looking at community mobilization, I believe this is one of the easiest advocacy strategies that as junior councillors, we are more than able of conducting. For those councils who have wards, I believe the art of wards is whereby you are given a ward so that you represent the issues of the children and young people in that specific ward. Confirm? So you'd see that you have an opportunity even when the senior councillor is having those community